80 years ago today, on August 6, 1945, the world witnessed a turning point in human history. The United States dropped an atomic bomb, named Little Boy, on the Japanese city of Hiroshima, instantly killing 70,000 to 140,000 people. 3 days later, another bomb, Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki, killing up to 75,000 people more. The atomic blasts obliterated nearly 70% of Hiroshima's buildings and 44% of Nagasaki, reducing entire neighborhoods to rubble in a matter of seconds. As of August 2024, Japan officially recognized 344,306 deaths in Hiroshima and 198,785 in Nagasaki, including those who succumbed later to radiation sickness and injuries. On the 80th anniversary, hundreds of lanterns bearing messages of peace were released into Hiroshima's Motoyasu River. This powerful tradition, started by survivors and grieving families, not long after the bombing, lives on to this day. The lanterns, floating gently downstream, carry words of remembrance and hope. Among the visitors this year was Kazuhiro Taniguchi, a middle school teacher from Fukui Prefecture. He visits Hiroshima every August 6th, he says, to understand what happened the way it did.
I'm a science and social studies teacher, but I've always wondered why the atomic bomb was dropped during the war and why it happened the way it did. I come to Hiroshima every year to experience it for myself, and by releasing the lanterns, I hope that the world will become a little more peaceful, even if only just a little.
On the solemn occasion marking 80 years since the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, Pope Leo, the first US-born pontiff, criticized the illusory security of global nuclear deterrence, warning the world against placing faith in weapons of mass destruction. Speaking at his weekly audience on Wednesday, the Pope said Hiroshima's destruction, which claimed nearly 78,000 lives in an instant, must stand as a universal warning against the devastation caused by nuclear weapons.
Today marks the 80th anniversary of the atomic bombing of the Japanese city of Hiroshima, and in 3 days we will commemorate that of Nagasaki. I wish to offer my prayers for all those who suffered the physical, psychological, and social effects of these events. Despite the passing of time, those tragic events remain a universal warning against the devastation caused by wars and, in particular, by nuclear weapons. I hope that in the contemporary world, marked by strong tensions and bloody conflicts, the illusory security based on the threat of mutual destruction will give way to the instruments of justice, the practice of dialogue and trust in brotherhood.
Let's take a look at 7 lesser-known facts about the bombings that changed the world. 1. Little Boy unleashed temperatures of over 4,000 degrees Celsius, vaporizing everything near the epicenter. 2. Hiroshima was chosen not just for military importance, but because its surrounding mountains would help concentrate the bomb's blast. 3. Kyoto was removed from the original target list. Some say it was because it was a cultural center. Others believe U.S. Secretary of War Henry Stimson, who allegedly honeymooned there, intervened personally. 4. Survivors called hibakusha suffered leukemia, cancer, and deep trauma. Many were ostracized, facing rejection from employers and even in marriage. 5. Nature showed resilience. Weeds appeared within months, and by spring 1946, oleanders and camphor trees blossomed in Hiroshima. 6. Fat Man, the bomb used in Nagasaki, had a more complex plutonium core, with an explosive yield equivalent to 21,000 tons of TNT. 7. In Hiroshima, 70% of buildings were destroyed. In Nagasaki, the figure was 44%. Cities were turned to ash in seconds. Hiroshima Day, observed annually on August 6th, is a somber reminder of the devastating power of nuclear weapons and the urgent need for peace. Let us not forget those who perished and those who survived to tell their stories. For more such in-depth stories, history explainers, and verified world news, make sure you subscribe to the Indian Express YouTube channel.